2 strikes quickly to Little, leading off the top of the first for Jackson City.
Breathitt County has a record 12-17. Jackson City 6-9.
And the 0-2 pitch was taken for ball 1, so 1 ball, 2 strikes. Makes the catch. 4 out, number 3. So 3 up, 3 down for Jackson City. Here in the first, we go to the bottom half of inning number 1. Scoreless, back in 1 minute.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
and foul for Captain Stay. 0-2. The 0-2 clock up the south territory, first base side. We're going to make the pass for out number 3. We go to the top of inning number 2. It's still scoreless. We will be back in 1 minute. We look for Jackson City will be 4-5-6. That's Turner and Akers of it. Back in 1. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Ball 3.
No score here early.
And the payoff pitch is strike 3. So 1 up, 1 down for Jackson City here in the top of the 2nd. At the plate is Napier, Nikki Napier, the catcher, and she'll take ball 1.
Napier
Swing and a miss on the 1-0 for strike one. Count even at a ball and a strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, nobody on. Top of the second, scoreless to this point. Pennington. The 1-1 is fouled back for strike two. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Napier. Again, opening round game of the 55th District Tournament, softball side. This game in its entirety on YouTube and here on 97.3 WJSN is the 1-2 is swing and a miss for strike three. 2 up, 2 down for Jackson City here in the top of the second. And then following the conclusion of this game, James, going down to the...
just right across here, back-to-back fields. Myself and Lance Turner will be over there. The first round of the 55th District Baseball tournament begins.
As 11's at the plate for Jackson City. First pitch swinging and a miss for strike one.
Number 5. I'm sorry, she changed her number to 33.
Yeah, it's 11's,
Haley Levens, yeah.
Here's the 0-1, fouled back for strike two.
And we have the softball and baseball 55th District Championship scheduled tomorrow night, weather pending. Hopefully we can get those games in.
The 0-2 is taken low for ball one. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Base is empty here for Jackson City. No score. 2 outs.
The 1-2, low. Makes the count even at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Base is empty. Breathitt County does have 4, 5, 6 coming up in the bottom half of the second inning. As Pennington will wind the break-even pitch. This one's fouled off just below us. Count still 0-2.
A beautiful evening for softball as Wolf County baseball gets warmed up across the way.
Wolf County and Jackson City over there is once again the 2-2 pitch fouled off below us. Actually, that one I think made it into the dugout. Count still even at 2-2. Yeah, Wolf County the 2 in the baseball tournament. Jackson City the 3. Again, that game will be picked up in progress on radio only on 97.3. 2-2 pitch, a swing and a miss for strike three. 3 up, 3 down for Jackson City here in the top of the second. We go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's 4, 5, 6 due up for Breathitt County. McLeese, Clemens, and Haddix. Back in 1 minute. You're listening to WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
We go to the bottom of inning number 2. Breathitt County with 4, 5, 6. That's McLeese, Clemens, and Haddix. As McLeese in the cleanup spot for Breathitt County. If the Ladycats went 3 up, 3 down in the first, he'll lead off the second. Still scoreless to this point, and first pitch swinging. She'll foul it back out of play for strike one.
Field's in great shape here at the softball complex on the banks of the Pambo Lake.
Yeah, they do a good job of keeping the infield smooth. Of course, they have a tarp, and any kind of rain comes this way as The 0-1 going to be lifted in the shallow right field. It's a little bit of trouble coming on and unable to make the catch is Lovins as McLeese will be at first. And that's going to be a single. Lovins had a long way to go and unable to get there.
She was playing deep.
So first batter aboard for Breathitt County here in the second. And the catcher Clemens at the plate for the Ladycats. Noble winds, delivers, popped up in the infield. And going over to make the catch is the third baseman Turner for out number 1. So 1 on, 1 out.
Number 10, Maddie Haddix, recently selected to be a member of the Cal Ripken experience.
Cool. Haddix at the plate with McLeese at first and 1 out. First pitch across for strike 1.
Bad. Runner at first.
Yeah, that's McLeese.
McLeese at first.
So 0-1 count to Haddix. The 0-1 pitch. Haddix squared the bunt, pulls back, takes it low and away for ball 1. Count even at a ball and a strike.
Steve, have you heard anything about the regional tournaments yet? We know where they're going to be played at, but the dates.
Yeah, the baseball tournament is scheduled to be the 22nd, 23rd, 24th. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week. Here's the 1-1. Haddix squares the bunt, fouls it back to the screen for strike 2. Count even at count not even. Count goes now 1 ball, 2 strikes.
The 22nd,
22nd, 23rd, 24th. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week.
Got you.
And first night, sounds like 2 games at Perry, 2 games at Hazard as the 1-2 fouled back to the screen once again. Count still 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Any dates for the softball, 14th region softball?
I have not heard that yet. I would assume they're going to do similar days, but I have not heard anything for sure. Here's the 1-2 from Noble. Winds, delivers upstairs. Count even at 2-2.
McLeese still at first. No score, 1 out. Crowd keeps coming in. I guess most folks thought it was a 6 o'clock game.
Yeah, most throughout the year, that's just about when every game has started. Here's the break-even pitch from Noble. Lined in the right field. Will it stay fair? Yes, right on the line as McLeese will hit round second, head to third. Throw going in. Now they've got Haddix and McLeese in a rundown, and McLeese will slide in under the throw. Breathitt County will lead it 1-0. It's a double with an error. McLeese is laying down, slow to get up.
Bobcats on the scoreboard. Hope she is okay. Tough fall, trying to slide in. The Bobcats now have a runner in scoring position at third.
Important thing right now is making sure McLeese is okay, and I believe she's going to be all right. Gets up, walks back to the dugout.
Good to see you for that young lady. She's tough as nails. Good. I'm glad that she's okay.
As Pelfrey will come up for Breathitt County with 1 out and a runner at second base. It's going to be runners at third. I apologize.
Yeah, Haddix in scoring position. Ladycats leading 1-0.
First pitch to Pelfrey goes upstairs for ball 1.
We're there in postseason play in the 55th district. A lot of across the state, the postseason started on Saturday.
1-0 from Noble is taken for ball 2. Count 2 balls, no strikes. Talked about it all year. This is a hitter's count at 2-0 for Pelfrey at the plate. the 8th grader for Breathitt County. With 1 out, 1-0 Ladycats. Runner at third for Breathitt County as well as the 2-0 is across for strike one.
Like Steve said, number 4, Alexis Pepper. She is an 8th grader. Been playing a long time, seems like.
Started last year as a 7th grader and doing the same again this year as an 8th grader. Here's the 2-1 from Noble. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Count even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. So Haddock's at third after the double and then a throwing error by Jackson City.
And her first cousin's playing for Jackson City, Emily Pelfrey.
Now she's in center field. Here's the break-even pitch. Inside, runs the count full at 3-2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, 1 on. 1 run, 2 hits for Breathitt County. No runs, 1 error for Jackson City as the pitch call comes in from the dugout. Noble has her sign. Now the payoff pitch. Fouled back once again. Back to the screen. Count still full.
Haddock still at third base.
So scheduled for tomorrow are the district championship games. Softball is supposed to start at 5. Now that's an early start.
It is. Umpires, we'll see if they get
We'll
here on
see.
time.
That's the question, really. But anyway, 5 o'clock start scheduled for softball, 7 for baseball. As payoff pitch once again. It's going to be lifted into left field, but foul, and it'll land safely. So still full count at the plate to Alexis Pelfrey for Breathitt County.
Steve, the weather is giving some rain for tomorrow.
You could say some rain.
80% all day on election day,
Yeah.
up to 100%.
Storms.
Game time tomorrow.
Storms in the like right?
Storms in the heartland, according to the race hours.
Payoff pitch upstairs for ball 4. Pelfrey doesn't stop, goes to second. Time not called, and Breathitt County with 2 runners in scoring position.
That fast. With only 1 out here.
Smith at the plate. First pitch, a swing and a miss for strike 1.
Number 7, Taylor Smith. She is a sophomore.
So 0-1 the count to Smith. The 0-1's a swing and a miss for strike 2.
So, Steve, I would imagine the game, if postponed, will be on Wednesday.
Would assume. And how we're doing our broadcast tomorrow, the softball game will be on the radio in its entirety.
Right.
We'll do the stream at the baseball game as the 0-2 hits the inside corner for strike 3, and that is out number 2 here in the second for Breathitt County. They'll still have 2 runners in scoring position at first and second as Salyer's at the plate now. Breathitt County with a 1-0 lead. They've scored 1 here in the second.
55, Addie Salyer's a freshman.
First pitch, a ground ball to second base where Napier Fields gets the out at first for out number 3. Breathitt County does strike, though. They lead it 1-0 as we go to the top of the third, due up for Jackson City. 7-8-9, that is Natalie Napier Turner, then Clemens. We'll be back in 1 minute. You're listening to WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
to the top of the third for Jackson City. 7-8-9 due up in the lineup. That's Natalie Napier, Turner, then Clemens as Napier takes the first pitch upstairs. 4-1.
Number 21, Natalie Napier. She is an 8th grader.
1-0 is low for ball 2, and it's 2 balls, no strikes.
Breathitt County very fortunate and blessed to have such a nice softball and baseball complex.
Absolutely. As 2-0 from Pennington. This one's across for strike 1. So 2 balls, 1 strike. The count to Napier. Breathitt County with that 1-0 lead. 1 run on 2 hits so far. No runs, 1 error for Jackson City as the 2-1, a swing and a miss for strike 2. Count even at 2-2. Two pitch, swing and a miss for strike 3, and that'll be out number 1 here in the third, and we'll bring Turner to the plate.
Pennington sharp early. But equally sharp is Noble for Jackson City. Turner up the bat for the Lady Tigers. Kerrigan Turner, number 13, a freshman. Her sister, Addie Turner, a senior for the coach Jackie Clemens' Tigers. Of course, Breathitt County coached by Mike Talby. Big swing and miss. Quickly down, no balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the Breathitt County softball complex. The rest of the WJSN 97.3, your King of Mountain Sports. I'm James Turner along with Stephen Neese. Swing and miss.
She got a piece of that one, so it's still 0-2.
Foul tip, I guess.
Yep.
Base is empty.
The 0-2 delivery outside for ball 1. Count 1 ball, 2 strikes. To Turner here in the top of the third. Base is empty, 1 out. 1-0 Breathitt County. Winner advances to the championship game scheduled for tomorrow. As here's a shot into right field. Now Pelfrey does get a glove on it for Breathitt County, but it's a base hit the whole way for Turner and Jackson City as Pelfrey. A good effort there to even get to the ball.
A knockdown, she did. Extra effort.
As Clemens at the plate now for the Lady Tigers. Runner at first and 1 out. First pitch taken for strike 1.
Number 17, Abigail Clemens, a 7th grader.
Pennington with the sign. Delivers the 0-1. Taken for strike 2.
Turner at first.
Pennington again ahead in the count. 0-2. Pennington so far 39 pitches, 27 strikes. As she winds the 1-2, a swing and a miss for strike 3, and that's a second out here in the third for Jackson City as they roll it to the top of the lineup, and that'll bring Little to the plate. She's 0 for 1 so far with the strikeout. Trying to get a 2-out rally going for Jackson City. It's 1-0. Breathitt County here in the top of the third. Pennington winds, delivers, swing and a miss for strike 1. Big cut that time by Little.
Little, a sophomore for the Lady Tigers.
Here's the 0-1. Taken for ball 1. They throw to first, runners back safely.
Big crowd here, Steve, on the softball complex.
1 ball, 1 strike to count as Pennington with her sign. Winds, delivers, 1-1. Low and away, ball 2, 2-1 to count.
And 2 outs.
Yep, 2 outs. Here's the 2-1, a swing and a miss for strike 2. Runs the count even at 2-2. Pennington more than the 2-to-1 strike-to-ball ratio that pitchers like to see. And we've seen that from Noble so far this evening as well. On the other side is the break-even pitch, a swing and a miss for strike 3. So the Lady Tigers will strand a runner. We are still 1-0 Breathitt County going to the bottom half of the third. Due up for the Lady Cats. 1, 2, 3. It's the top of the lineup. That's Ritchie, Bowling, and Pennington. We'll be back in 1 minute. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
We go to the bottom of inning number 3 as Breathitt County will have 1, 2, 3 coming up. That's Ritchie, Bowling, and Pennington. Breathitt County with a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the third. So far, Breathitt County 1 run, 2 hits, no errors. They've stranded a couple. Jackson City no runs, 1 hit, 1 error. They've stranded 1. And the first pitch to Ritchie going to be fouled back for strike 1. Ritchie struck out in the first, 0 for 1 so far tonight. And James, we've talked about the new school. Of course, it's the background here, sitting from where we are behind left field. The new school is behind left field. As the 0-1 to Ritchie, it's going to foul it back again for strike 2. The parking, I believe they've added more parking now with the new school than what they had with LBJ.
I totally agree, especially on this back side of the school. Not counting the front side, but the back side, you know, a lot more parking. Just a state-of-the-art school facility here.
0-2 fouled off by Ritchie once again. Still no balls, 2 strikes. Ritchie leading off the bottom of the third for Breathitt County. It's 1-0 Lady Cats here in the third as it's opening round game of the 55th District Fast Pitch Softball Tournament. Noble with the 0-2 delivery. Popped up, foul territory, third base side, and it's going to go out of play. Still an 0-2 count.
Ritchie hitting .288 on the season. 1-0 Breathitt County leading Jackson City.
Noble winds. The 0-2 on its way. Taken for ball 1. 1-2 the count. Still not started the baseball game. It's supposed to start at 6:30, so.
Got a little time.
Yep. Here's the 1-2 from Noble to Ritchie. Fouled out of play once again. Still 1-2. Ritchie doing a good job extending the at-bat.
She's staying alive. Of course, Ritchie played basketball for Coach Brandon Hayes.
1 ball, 2 strikes. She's leading off the bottom of the third. In a 1-0 game in favor of Breathitt County. Here's a ground ball to third. Fielded by Turner. Throw to first. Pulled the first baseman off the bag, and Ritchie reaches on the air.
Pulled off the bag, according to the official.
So leadoff batter aboard for Breathitt County. Time called momentarily. Now the pitch call is in, and Noble winds, delivers, fouled off by Bowling, who squared the bunt for strike 1.
Bowling hitting .263. And she's played softball a long time, seems like, for the Mike Tobby's Ladycats, but still very young, like freshman. I make sure I'm correct on that.
Here's the 0-1 from Noble. Low and in, count even at a ball and a strike.
Yeah, she's a freshman. She started last year, too. Breathitt County has a runner. Ritchie on first. 1-0, Breathitt County leading.
1 ball, 1 strike to Haley Bowling at the plate. And the 1-1 fouled back out of play. 1-2 the count.
We're in postseason here in the 55th district.
1-2 count, nobody out. Runner at first is the pitch. Lined into center field. That will roll to the gap. Richie will round second, head to third. Ball got by the cutoff man, and Richie will score on a single with a 1-base error.
Ball goes to second base. She calls for time. Up to bat for the Ladycats, a 24 red Pennington hitting .301. In the words of Steve Neese, trying to help out her own cause.
Chance to do that with the runner in scoring position. So swing and a miss at the first pitch for strike 1. It is 2-0 Breathitt County as they've doubled their lead from 1-0 to 2-0. Bottom of the third, still nobody out. The 0-1 to Pennington. She squares the bunt. Noble comes over. Fields throws the first for out number 1 here in the third, but a productive out as Bowling goes from second to third and gets that much closer to extending the lead.
Bowling now in scoring position. We're Ladycats leading Jackson City, like Steve said, 2-0, and trying to tack on another run here.
At the plate now is McLeese. He singled in the second and takes the first pitch here upstairs for ball 1. We've seen McLeese hit with power in the past.
McLeese, speaking of power, she hit him .410. Leads Breathitt County in batting average.
So runner at third for the Ladycats. 1 out. The 1-0 pitch to McLeese is inside for ball 2.
Now, postseason, you'll have a 3-man officiating crew, where regular season you only have 2.
Yeah, you got to get the lines down each line each way and all that. Here's the pitch from Noble. It's across for a strike.
Noble on target.
Noble winds, delivers, lifted in the right field. Will that drop? No. Runner took off from third. She's got to go back. It's only the second out. Jackson City's not going to see that. Are they going to? What are they going to? They're going to throw to third. And there's the double play.
Got her. She did not tag up.
It's out number 3. Here in the bottom of the third, we go to the top of the fourth. It's 2-0 in favor of Breathitt County. Due up for the Lady Tigers. 2, 3, 4 in the lineup. That'll be Pelfrey, Noble, and Turner. We'll be back in 1 minute. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
We go to the top of the fourth inning. It is Breathitt County 2 and Jackson City 0, and due up for the Lady Tigers will be 2, 3, 4. That's Pelfrey, Noble, and Turner. Fouls off the first pitch, struck one.
Pelfrey hitting 241. Big swing and miss. Quickly down.
0-2. Pennington's done that to Jackson City batters all night. Winds the 0-2 pitch. A swing and a miss for strike three. So 3-pitch at bat that time, and it's one out here in the top of the fourth, and that'll bring the pitcher Sammy Noble to the plate.
Sammy Noble hitting 395 for the Lady Tigers.
First pitch, Pennington winds, delivers, swing and a miss for strike one.
Bases are empty for Jackson City.
Here's the 0-1. Ground ball, shortstop bowling field, throws the first in time with a nice stretch by Haddix at first for out number 2.
Throw by bowling.
Nice play all the way around by the infield from Breathitt County. 2 up, 2 down for Jackson City here in the fourth. And that'll bring to the plate Addie Turner, the shortstop for Jackson City. Struck out in the second, 0 for 1 so far. First pitch to Turner, upstairs for ball one.
Addie hitting 533 for Jackson City.
Pennington with the sign. Here's the 1-0. Across for strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 the count. Bases empty, 2 outs. As Pennington's going to tie her shoe. We're in the top of the fourth, 2-0. Breathitt County. Both pitchers have been spot on so far tonight.
They sure have.
Pennington with the 1-1. Fouled back out of play for strike 2. Count 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I see Jackson City.
Doing
Boys
their
baseball
infield, yeah.
getting loose.
1-2 pitch from Pennington. Taken for strike 3, and that's 3 up, 3 down for the Lady Tigers. Here in the top of the fourth, we go to the bottom half of the fourth. Due up for Breathitt County. 5, 6, 7. That is Clemens, Haddix, and Pelfrey. We will be back in 1 minute. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
We go to the bottom half of inning number 4. Breathitt County with a 2-0 lead over the Jackson City Lady Tigers. Due up for the Breathitt County Ladycats. 5, 6, 7 in the lineup. That is Clemens, Haddix, and Pelfrey. As Breathitt County looking to add to a 2-0 lead. They've scored a run in each of the second and third innings. They were scoreless in the first. Both runs unearned to this point.
Clemens hitting 240.
As Noble winds, delivers, Swing and a miss for strike one.
Breathitt County leading 2-0 over Jackson City in the first round of the 55th District softball tournament.
Clemens that time fooled on the pitch. We've seen Clemens put the ball out of the park a time or two this year. The 0-1 from Noble. This one's upstairs for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Do want to mention the John Calipari UK Satellite Basketball Camp coming to Jackson City June the 6th. Campers, boys and girls, 7 to 17. Anywhere in the state can come. Big time John Calipari, his coaching staff, all the UK players, Jackson City, June the 6th. Go to ukathletics.com to register.
As Clemens will lay this bunt down and to throw the first, not in time. She caught Jackson City playing back and is on with the leadoff bunt single for Breathitt County here in the fourth.
Or contact me, James Turner, 272-0732, or Wayne Morris, coach of Jackson City, for more information. So Breathitt County has a runner on.
Nobody out. It's the third inning in a row. They've got the leadoff batter aboard. They scored in the other two. Haddock's at the plate, doubled to right in the second. And squares the bunt, and it hits fair, dies. They get to the out at first, though. Nice play by Napier behind the plate. And that's out number one. Productive out, though, as Clemens does go to second.
Good job by Napier defensively. Breathitt County does have a runner at second in scoring position.
So Pelfrey at the plate, walked in the second. Swing and a miss on the first pitch here for strike one. Oh, 1 pitch from Noble. This one's upstairs for ball one. Count even at a ball and a strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on. Clemens out at second for Breathitt County. The Ladycats trying to extend this 2-0 lead here in the fourth. Noble, 55 pitches, 42 strikes. She's beyond a 3-to-1 strike-to-ball ratio. And as I say that, the 1-1 up and away for ball two. Don't mean to jinx them when they do that.
Don't mean to jinx them. This happens.
Yeah.
It seems that way, don't it?
It feels
just
that way
seems
at
that way.
times, yep. 2-1 to count to Pelfrey at the plate. Here's the delivery. Low count now goes to 3 balls and a strike.
As of now, Steve, the world-famous sports talk will be on Friday. Be on Friday as of right now. Of course, everything's tentatively scheduled because
Based off weather, yeah.
Based off weather.
3-1 going to be lifted foul out of play, third base side. Count now full at 3-2.
Ladycats, runner at second. 2-0 here.
1 out, 1 on.
Counts full.
Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3.
Noble delivered the heat on that one.
It's out number 2 here in the bottom of the fourth for Breathitt County. Still got a runner in scoring position out at second base.
Number 7, Taylor Smith.
Smith struck out in the first at bat, back in the second. Takes strike 1.
Smith's a sophomore. 2 outs.
Lady Tigers trying to force Breathitt County to strand a runner in scoring position. Here's the 0-1. Ground ball to second. Fielded by Napier. Throw to first in time. And we go to the top of the fifth. It is 2-0 in favor of Breathitt County. Due up for Jackson City, 5, 6, 7. That's Napier, Lovins, Napier. That's Nikki Napier first, Natty Napier batting third in the fourth. 2-0 Breathitt County going to the top of the fifth. Back in 1 minute. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
We go to the top of the 5th inning. It is 2-0 in favor of Breathitt County as Jackson City will have due up this inning 5, 6, 7. That's Nikki Napier, Lovins, Natalie Napier. 5, 6, 7 in the lineup. So far, no runs, 1 hit, 3 errors, 1 stranded for Jackson City. For Breathitt County, 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors, 3 stranded through 4 complete innings. So Nikki Napier struck out in the 2nd, looking for her first hit tonight, looking to get something going for Jackson City. 2-0 Breathitt County. So Lady Tigers within striking distance here as Pennington winds, delivers the first pitch taken for strike 1.
Napier hitting .450 for Jackson City.
Here's the 0-1. Going to be lined into right center field. A single, leadoff single for Napier and Jackson City here in the 5th. And that will bring Lovins to the plate with nobody out.
Lovins hitting .222 for Jackson City.
First pitch to Lovins. Strike 1.
Breathitt County leading Jackson City 2-0 here in the 5th.
The 0-1 is swinging a miss for strike 2.
Quickly down. No ball, 2 strikes. Napier at first.
The 0-2 delivery fouled back to the screen. Still no balls, 2 strikes.
Jackson Napier at first. Jackson City's Napier.
The 0-2 again. This one's low for ball 1.
Looks like Antonio Reeves did not get a invite to the NBA Combine. That means probably coming back to UK.
Sounds like it. Here's the 1-2. This one's fouled off. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. The question now will be Sheboy Livingston. What's that combo going to do? And I had heard it through the grapevine that Sheboy had other colleges reach out.
Back channels.
Back channels talking about NIL and all that stuff. That doesn't.
I knew it was a possibility, though, going into it, that other schools would offer him a fortune.
Yeah, and that's some of the downfalls to the NIL. As Pennington with the 1-2 pitch here. Ground ball to second. Pelfrey bobbles it initially, but able to pick it up and get the out at first. For out number 1.
I do think Steve will be NBA or UK. As right now. So.
Yeah. Productive out, though, for Jackson City as Napier does go to second. She'll be in scoring position. Natalie Napier at the plate, a swing and a miss on the first pitch for strike 1. That's Nikki Napier out at second.
And 21, Natalie Napier at the plate. Jackson City has a runner now in scoring position.
0-1 count to Natalie Napier as the 0-1 pitch is upstairs for ball 1. Pennington, 64 pitches, 47 strikes.
she can get the ball across the plate.
And the 0-1 is taken for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And 1 out. Looks like the Wolf County Jackson City baseball game will start on time.
1-2 goes for ball 2 and runs the count even at 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Napier. That's Natalie Napier at the plate. And the break-even pitch is swing and a miss for strike 3. That's out number 2. Nikki Napier still out at second in scoring position for Jackson City. As Turner to the plate for the Lady Tigers.
Number 13, Kerrigan Turner.
First pitch. Strike 1.
Kerrigan hitting .436. 7 RBIs, a double. 13 stolen bases.
It was a swing and a miss by Turner a moment ago. It was Pennington awaits the sign, has it. Wines delivers, fouled back to the screen for strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Here's the 0-2, swing and a miss for strike 3. Lady Tigers will strand a runner in scoring position as we go to the bottom half of the 5th inning. It's 2-0 Breathitt County, due up for the Lady Cats. 9-1-2 in the lineup. That's Salyers, Ritchie, and Bowling. We will be back in 1 minute. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
We go to the bottom of the 5th. It is 2-0 in favor of Breathitt County as the Lady Cats will have 9-1-2 to the plate. That's Salyers, Ritchie, and Bowling. Breathitt County's been able to score a couple of runs on 4 hits. They've stranded 3. Jackson City, no runs, 2 hits, 3 errors. They've stranded 2. And for Breathitt County, all 3 in scoring position when stranded.
Yes.
For Jackson City, 1 of the 2 in scoring position. So Salyers to the plate, grounded out to second, back in the second. Looking to help Breathitt County get a good start here to the bottom of the 5th.
Addie Salyers very good defensively for Breathitt County and Coach Mike Tobby.
First pitch from Noble. Salyers squared the bunt, fouls off for strike 1. So no balls, 1 strike. Noble again ahead of the batter to start the at-bat as she winds the 0-1. Fouled back to the screen for strike 2. 63 pitches, 48 strikes, much like her counterpart Pennington. It's right at that 3-1, just over 3-1 strike-to-ball ratio for Noble. And, again, both these pitchers showing very good command so far this evening as the 0-2 from Noble. Ground ball right back at Noble. She gets a glove on it. Salyers hustling down the line. The throw is just in time for out number 1.
And both coming back next year.
Yep. So Richie to the plate for Breathitt County, 0 for 2. Struck out in the first, reached on an error in the third, has scored a run. That was in the third inning.
11 RBIs, 2 doubles, 2 triples.
First pitch, she'll foul it back out of play for strike one.
4 stolen bases for Richie. Bowling on deck. Of course, bases empty, 1 out.
Here's the 0-1, grounded foul, third base side for strike two.
Richie reached on that one. Winner will play tomorrow evening.
Scheduled anyway, weather depending.
Yes.
As Richie down in the count, no balls, 2 strikes. Here's the 0-2 from Noble. Gonna be lifted,
Probably
foul, third base side. Count still 0-2.
And 1 out.
The base is empty. Pitch call comes in from the dugout, much like it's been doing for pretty well every team these days. Noble with the 0-2 delivery. This is going to be popped up to short. Addie Turner will make the catch for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down for Breathitt County here in the 5th. And that will bring Bowling to the plate. Haley Bowling trying to get a 2-out rally going for Breathitt County.
20 hits, 15 RBIs, 4 doubles for Bowling on the season so far.
First pitch is inside, taken for ball 1.
We're in the 5th. Breathitt County leading Jackson City 2-0 in the first round of the 55th District Softball Tournament.
Looks like the baseball game just underway across the other end here. There's a ground ball by Bowling, fielded by the shortstop Turner, and wow, bang bang play at first. They call out 3 up, 3 down for Breathitt County here in the bottom of the 5th. We go to the top of the 6th, still 2-0 Ladycats. Jackson City with 9-1-2. That's Clemens, Little, and Pelfrey. We'll be back in 1 minute. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Go to the top of the 6th inning. Breathitt County leading Jackson City 2-0, due up. For the Lady Tigers will be 9-1-2. That'll be Clemens, Little, and Pelfrey. Jackson City trying to make a comeback here. Winner advances to the championship game at the 55th District Tournament. This first pitch to Clemens, a swing and a miss for strike 1.
Clemens, 5 hits, 2 RBIs, a couple doubles.
She's 0 for 1 so far tonight. And down in the count 0-1 here is the 0-1 pitch. Low for ball 1. Count even at a ball and a strike.
Two 2-0. Breathitt County leading. Winner will take on Wolfe County in the 55th District Championship game. Scheduled for tomorrow night, like Steve said, weather pending.
The 1-1 fouled back for strike 2. Count 1 ball, 2 strikes to Clemens, leading off the top of the 6th for Jackson City. There's the 1-2 across for strike 3. That's 1 up, 1 down for Lady Tigers here in the 6th. And that'll bring the top of the lineup to the plate with Little 0 for 2 so far, looking for her first hit, trying to get something going with 1 out here in the top of the 6th for Jackson City. Breathitt County, that 2-0 lead. Again, both pitchers have pitched well this evening as first pitch to Little's outside for ball 1.
Little 12 hits, 12 RBIs, a couple of doubles. Her team trailing 2-0.
Here's a 1-0. Low for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes.
Jackson City trying to get some offense started.
2-0 pitch is taken for ball 3. So a 3-0 count to Little here at the plate. 1 out, base is empty, and Pennington in danger of walking a batter here with 1 out in the 6th. As the 3-0 pitch is upstairs, a 4-pitch walk issued to Little. She'll be at first as Pelfrey will come to the plate with 1 out. Lady Tigers within striking distance. Just got to string together a couple or 3 hits, and they could be right back in this ball game or even take a lead. As Pelfrey 0 for 2. Up with 1 out, 1 on. First pitch across for strike 1.
Pelfrey 12 hits, 12 RBIs on the season. 1 double, 1 triple, and 1 homer.
The 1-1 is taken for, or excuse me, 0-1 taken for ball 1, so it counts 1 ball, 1 strike. I had it right when I said it. I just said it backwards. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on. And the 1-1 pitch from Pennington going to be fouled back over our heads for strike 2. 1-2 the count to Pelfrey. Pelfrey again looking for her first hit, 0 for 2. A ground out and a strikeout so far.
Tigers runner at first.
As runner takes off with the pitch, throw is a little wide and is safe at second with the stolen base. That was ball 2, count even at 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Jackson City has a runner in scoring position.
So Pennington with a break-even pitch, ground ball to second. Pelfrey fields, throws to first for out number 1. And the runner does go to third, though. This is the best chance Jackson City's had so far tonight. The closest the runner's been. Second had been the farthest they'd been prior to this inning. But now with 2 outs and a runner at third, Sammy Noble.
15 hits, 11 RBIs, 2 doubles.
The pitcher for Jackson City looking to cut into this lead from Breathitt County. First pitch, a big cut and missed for strike 1.
(2-0), Breathitt County leading.
The 0-1 lifted into right center field. Ritchie going over, making the catch for out number 3. So Jackson City will strand another runner, and Breathitt County will hold on to a 2-0 lead as we go to the bottom of the 6th. 2 up for Breathitt County. 3, 4, 5 in the lineup. That will be Pennington, McLeese, and Clemens back in 1. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Breathitt County with a 2-0 lead over the Jackson City Lady Tigers, and due up this inning for Breathitt County 3-4-5. That's Pennington, McLeese, and Clemens, as no runs, 2 hits, 3 errors, 3 stranded for Jackson City. 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors, 3 stranded for Breathitt County. All 3 runners for Breathitt stranded in scoring position. For Jackson City, of the 3 runners, 2 in scoring position, including in the top of the 6th with the runner at third. Pennington leading off the bottom of the 6th for the Ladycats. Swing and a miss for strike 1. She's 0 for 1, popped out the first in the first, and then a sac bunt in the third, which doesn't count as an official at bat.
Steve, the picture on our YouTube channel is
not bad.
Clear as it can be.
Here's the 0-1 as Pennington will try to bunt, foul it off for strike 2. Count, no balls, 2 strikes.
Down early.
Yeah, a couple of camera angles on YouTube for us today. We've got the static camera there in right center field. We've got Rick Hensley running the camera for us to our right here in the press box. 0-2 pitch to Pennington, a swing and a miss for strike 3, and that's 1 up, 1 down for Breathitt County here in the bottom of the 6th. McLeese will come to the plate. Single in the first, fly out to right in the third. Scored a run in that in the second inning, yes. Was injured, but able to continue.
Guess she took a hard foul at the home plate earlier in the game.
And the first pitch to McLeese is upstairs for ball 1. Do want to thank Brandon Griffith for helping us get set up this evening for the broadcast. We had a couple of different scenarios we were trying to route and wind up with what we've got at the moment as the 1-0 lifted into right field and sailing under, making the catch is Lovins for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down for Breathitt County here in the 6th, as that will bring to the plate Clemens for the Ladycats, 1 for 2, bunt single in the 4th.
Clemens 18 hits, 15 RBIs, 8 doubles for Breathitt County.
Noble delivers upstairs, ball 1. Again, Noble 76 pitches, 58 strikes.
Very accurate.
Just over 3-to-1 strike to ball ratio. Here's the 1-0 from Noble. Outside for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes to Clemens. Breathitt County looking for a 2-out rally here in the 6th. They lead 2-0, and you look ahead to the top of the 7th. Jackson City with 4, 5, 6 to the plate. That's Turner, Napier, Lovins. Addie Turner, that is, to lead off. Clemens will pop this up foul, and it'll go out of play, third base side for strike 1.
2-0 Bobcats. Well, excuse me, Ladycats leading. Postseason play. Some parts of the state started their district tournament on Saturday.
Here's the 2-1. Again, popped foul and out of play. Count, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
A few districts started yesterday.
Clemens at the plate with the bases empty and 2 outs here in the 6th. Didn't hear how the Jackson City team did in the state bass fishing tournament.
I talked to Barb Deaton. Has had a great time. Good learning experience.
Here's a fly ball to left field, going over, making the catch in foul territory is Clemens for Jackson City. As we go to the top of the 7th, Breathitt County leads Jackson City 2-0. Due up for the Lady Tigers. They've got 4, 5, 6. That is Eddie Turner, Napier, Nikki Napier, and Lovins. Again, Breathitt County leads 2-0. Back in 1 minute. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Couple of other teams. Going to the top of the 7th here at the Breathitt County High School softball complex, where the Breathitt County Ladycats lead the Jackson City Lady Tigers 2-0. Due up for Jackson City as they're down to their final 3 outs. That'll be Addie Turner, Nikki Napier, and Lovins. 4, 5, 6 in the lineup for Jackson City as Pennington looking to shut it down here in the top of the 7th. First pitch to Turner is taken for ball 1.
Final 3 outs. Winner will face Wolf County.
Here's the 1-0. Low for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Addie Turner 0 for 2 so far. A couple of strikeouts. As Pennington down on the count here. Two balls, no strikes. A 2-0 pitch. Across for strike 1. Again, championship game scheduled for tomorrow night, 5 o'clock, here at the Breathitt County High School softball complex. We know the weather forecast, just telling you what the schedule is. As a 2-1 up and away to Addie Turner for ball 3. 3-1 to Turner, leading off the 7th for Jackson City. Breathitt County trying to hold on to a 2-0 lead and advance to that championship game to take on the Lady Wolves of Wolf County as Turner takes the 3-1 pitch. Across for strike 2. Count goes full. Wolf County, the number 1 seed coming into the tournament. They are in the championship game of this tournament. We'll have it in its entirety tomorrow on WJSN as the payoff pitch fouled off for strike 2, or count still 3-2. That is on the radio. It'll be on radio only tomorrow night for the district championship game. Where we're on the softball side tonight, we will venture the other direction and pick up the baseball championship game tomorrow evening, scheduled for 7 o'clock on YouTube as the payoff pitch once again fouled off. This time it hits Turner in the box. Still 3 balls, 2 strikes. We do not have the setup to run 2 streams at once, at least not yet.
Not yet.
We'll get there. But we'll pick up the championship game for baseball that is scheduled for 7 o'clock. Again, softball game on the radio in its entirety as the payoff pitch here to Turner will be ball 4 as Turner, a leadoff walk for Jackson City. And that will bring Nikki Napier to the plate for the Lady Tigers with the runner at first and nobody out.
Napier has plenty of swing and power with 11 RBIs and 18 hits.
Pennington winds. First pitch to Napier, taken for strike 1. But anyway, as I was saying on the schedule for tomorrow night, the baseball championship game in its entirety on YouTube. And if the softball game runs over a little bit, we'll pick it up in progress on the radio.
Yes, sir.
As Pennington 0-1 pitch, a ground ball to first. Haddix bobbles it, doesn't get the out at first, and Turner goes first to third.
So, Jackson City has runners on the corners.
Do you feel that fire? Do you feel it?
2-0 Jackson City, threatening no outs.
Potential tying run aboard as Turner in scoring position. If you're Breathitt County, do you go after the runner at second if she takes off? Swing and a miss on the first pitch for strike one. Did they say foul? Yeah, foul. Sorry. Strike one. You know, I asked that because the runner at third, if she scores, that's not really the runner you've got to worry about. It's the runner, the tying run.
Yes.
As the 0-1 fouled off again for strike two.
Like down by 3 and give up a layup, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because if you gun the runner down at second, runner at third scores, and nobody's on, and you're still ahead by 1. So Pennington with the 0-2. Taken for ball 1, and Breathitt County does not throw after the runner who goes to second, so potential tying runs in scoring position.
And Breathitt County leading 2-0.
The 1-2 to Lovins, swinging a miss for strike 3.
1 down.
So runners still at second and third for Jackson City. Natalie Napier to the plate, 0 for 2 so far. First pitch, taken for ball 1.
Jackson City has a runner on second to tie this game up.
Second and third, yep. You've got Addie Turner at third and Nikki Napier at second as the 1-0 taken for strike 1. Count even at a ball and a strike. They throw it on to third, but Turner back safely. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 2 on. Top of the 7th, 2-0 Breathitt County. Lady Tigers trying to, at the very least, tie it up. Pennington with the 1-1, taken for strike 2.
1 out here in the top of the 7th.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. That's out number 2 here in the 7th for Jackson City. Keeps the 2 runners at second and third for the Lady Tigers. And that brings to the plate Kerrigan Turner. Turner 1 for 2. Singled in the third. Struck out in the 5th. First pitch fouled off third base side for strike 1.
No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Like Steve said, Jackson's got 2 runners in scoring position.
Pennington has her sign. Here's the 0-1. It'll be lifted in the right field. Right fielder picks it up. The throw to the plate is not in time, and that's why you throw at that runner when they tried to steal second a minute ago. They do get the out at second, but we go to the bottom of the 7th, tied at 2. Breathitt County will have 6, 7, 8 coming up. That'll be Haddix, Pelfrey, and Smith back in 1. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back to WJSN 97.3. We're going to the bottom of the 7th inning. We're all tied up 2-2.
Breathitt County will have 6, 7, 8 coming to the plate. That's scheduled to be Haddix, Pelfrey, and Smith, barring any substitutions. Lady Tigers had a leadoff walk and then an error that got the 2 runners aboard. And with runners at the corners, Breathitt County elected not to throw at the runner going from first to second. And it come back to kind of haunt them a little bit as it left 2 runners in scoring position, and a 2-out single allowed, as by a 2-out single by Kerrigan Turner, allowed Jackson City to tie the game in the top of the 7th. So here in the bottom, at this point, if Breathitt County scores, they win. If they do not, we go to extras.
A good softball game.
Absolutely. As Haddix leading off the bottom of the 7th for Breathitt County. Noble with the sign, winds, and delivers. Popped foul for strike 1.
Haddix down 0-1.
Noble got the call for the sign from the dugout. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Low for ball 1, count even at a ball and a strike. James, once this game concludes, you'll make your way down to the other ball field, have the baseball game picked up in progress on the radio. Will not be on YouTube tonight.
Have last turns are right now waiting on us.
1-1 pitch. Low for ball 2, 2-1. If you're Breathitt County, it's important to get this leadoff batter aboard. Chances of scoring a run go way up. Jackson City, you want to get the out here to start the inning. 2-1 to count to Haddix at the plate. She's 1 for 1. Doubled to right in the 2nd, a sacrifice bunt in the 4th. Leading off the bottom of the 7th for Breathitt County. The 2-1, a ground ball to second, and an error by Jackson City as Napier unable to field it cleanly. And Breathitt County has a leadoff batter aboard. That's what they wanted. And that'll bring Pelfrey to the plate. Nobody out.
Emily Pelfrey, number 10. So
Lexus Pelfrey.
Lexus Pelfrey, yes. Yeah, Emily, her cousin, yes.
Yes, she plays for Jackson.
Got you. A lot of Pelfreys on the team.
First pitch to Pelfrey, fouled off for strike 1. It happens, man.
A lot of Pelfreys. Gifted ball players. Both play basketball.
Yep.
And both young, too. A lot of talent.
So Noble ahead in the count. 0-1. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th. Runner at first for Breathitt County. As the 0-1 going to be lifted foul into left field. Caught by Clemens and heads up base running by Haddix to get to second base.
So Breathitt County now has a runner in scoring position with 1 out. Up the bat for the Ladycats.
We got a sub. That's Chloe Hayes coming in to pinch hit for Smith.
Number 22, Chloe Hayes.
1 out, a runner in scoring position out at second base for Breathitt County. That's Haddix out at second. Chloe Hayes will be the pinch hitter for the Ladycats. It's Breathitt County trying to score a run and end the ball game and advance the championship game. Jackson City looking to get another chance to come to the plate.
Extend this game.
Tied at 2 here in the bottom of the 7th. So Hayes in her first at bat this evening. First pitch from Noble. Across for strike 1.
Haddix at second.
Here's the 0-1. Fouled off for strike 2. Salyers in the on-deck circle. 0-2 count to Hayes at the plate. 1 out. Haddock still out at second base.
We're all tied up here in the first round of the 55th District Softball Tournament.
Noble with the sign. Winds the 0-2. Taken for strike 3. It's out number 2 here in the 7th for Breathitt County.
Runner still at second for Breathitt.
Salyers 0 for 2. A couple of ground outs so far this evening. First pitch, a swing and a miss for strike 1. If you're Breathitt County, do you think about sending Haddocks to third in this situation?
Tough call.
0-1 count. Here's the delivery from Noble. In the dirt, gets by the catcher, and Haddocks will scoot to third on the wild pitch.
Now Haddocks, third base, like Steve said.
So Breathitt County, runner at third, and that close from ending the game. Jackson City does pull the infield in just a little bit, and a little surprised with that because there's 2 outs. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 2. So the count 1-2. Bottom of the 7th, tied at 2.
What a rally by Jackson City. Breathitt County trying to end this game.
Noble winds, delivers, fouled off. Count still 1 ball, 2 strikes. Salyers extends the at-bat. No pressure, right?
No. And she's young, too. Very good defensive player in the outfield for Coach Mike Talby.
1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs. Potential winning run at third base. Here's the 1-2 from Noble. Ground ball is third. Kerrigan Turner with the throw to first in time for out number 3. And we go to the top of the 8th. Tied at 2. 9-1-2 duet for Jackson City. That's Clemens, Little, and Pelfrey. Back in 1 minute. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
We go to the top of the 8th inning, tied at 2, so we're in extra innings as Jackson City with 9-1-2 to the plate. Clemens, Little, and Pelfrey in the first pitch. A swing and a miss for strike 1. 2 runs, 3 hits, 4 errors, 3 stranded for Jackson City. 2 runs, 4 hits, 1 error, 4 stranded for Breathitt County as the 0-1 fouled off for strike 2. The count quickly, no balls, 2 strikes to Clemens. Leading off the top of the 8th for Jackson City in extras. Jackson City, a couple of runs with 2 outs in the top of the 7th to tie it up. Got the game going. The 0-2 fouled off once again. No balls, 2 strikes.
Been a very good softball game. A great way to start out the 55th District softball tournament.
Pennington with the sign delivers the 0-2, swing and a miss for strike 3, and that's one out here in the top of the 8th. Lady Tigers will roll it over to the top of the lineup with Little, who walked in her last at bat. 0 for 2 though so far with a couple of strikeouts. Does have a stolen base. First pitch from Pennington fouled off for strike 1.
Base is empty for Jackson City.
I know they don't do the pitch count with fast pitch the way they do with baseball, but you start getting into 110 pitches in an evening with the sun bearing down on you. It gets to be a long outing. Here's a fly ball in the center field as Ritchie comes on to make the catch. For out number 2, 2 up, 2 down for Jackson City here in the 8th.
Good catch by Ritchie.
As Pelfrey to the plate now for the Lady Tigers.
Pelfrey going to try to get some offense generated for Jackson City.
First pitch from Pennington is low for ball 1.
Base is empty for Jackson City.
Pennington well over the 2-to-1 strike-to-ball ratio. 112 pitches, 80 strikes. As the 1-1 here, swing and a miss for strike 1. It's going to be 1-0 pitch, a swing and a miss for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
No games in the NBA tonight. The conference final starts tomorrow night.
Here's a hot shot up the middle, a 2-out single for Jackson City and Pelfrey. As the pitcher, Noble, at the plate for Jackson City. 2 outs, runner at first, tied at 2. Lady Tigers trying to take a lead here in the top of the 8th. Winner advances to the 55th District Championship game to take on the number 1 seed, Wolf County Lady Wolves. As Pennington winds, first pitch to Noble, a big swing and a foul ball for strike 1.
Jackson City does have their run around base now.
That's Pelfrey after her 2-out single just a moment ago. It's the 4th hit of the night for Jackson City. Pennington winds the 0-1 upstairs for ball 1, count even at 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs, 1 on for Jackson City here in the 8th. We are tied at 2. As the 1-1 fouled off. Runs the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Both these pitchers has pitched a great game for their respective schools.
Absolutely. Here's the 1-2 from Pennington. Noble able to foul it off once again. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Noble fighting those pitches off.
Pennington has her sign. Delivers the 1-2. Fouled off. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hit Noble in the batter's box and was trickling foul anyway. Two outs, 1 on.
We're in extra innings here in the first round of the 55th District softball tournament.
Pennington winds the 1-2. Across for strike 3, so the Lady Tigers will strand a runner in the 8th. We go to the bottom of the 8th, tied at 2. Breathitt County will have the top of the lineup to the plate. That's Ritchie, Bowling, and Pennington. We will be back in 1 minute. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
They had an ice grader got up. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Breathitt County, Jackson City tied at 2.
We got Lance Turner on standby in the bullpen, ready to help broadcast the Jackson City Wolfgang game. He's getting warmed up, Steve. When this game ends, we'll go straight over there.
Breathitt County with the top of the lineup to the plate. That's Ritchie, Bowling, and Pennington. As Ritchie 0 for 3. First pitch swinging, will lift it foul. Third base side for strike 1.
We're all tied up 2-2. Ritchie, one of the 2 seniors for Breathitt County.
Yeah, the other one, Butler, who's after an injury, has had to miss quite a bit of the season. Here's the 0-1 to Ritchie. Lifted foul once again, out of play. Left field side for strike 2. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to count.
Quickly down and behind.
Time called as the ball thrown in from third base side. Breathitt County trying to score a run here. Lady Tigers got a 2-out single in the top half of the 8th, unable to move the runner anywhere beyond first base. Breathitt County trying to get a runner on here in the bottom half of the inning. As the 0-2 is upstairs for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Ritchie, leading off the bottom of the 8th for Breathitt County.
And once again, we are on YouTube. Go to YouTube, type in WJSN 97.3. It will come up.
Here's the 1-2 from Noble. Ritchie will lift this line drive on a diving catch by the shortstop Turner.
What a play.
Or out number 1, absolutely.
One down here.
So Bowling at the plate for Breathitt County with the bases empty. Noble winds, delivers. Upstairs, ball 1. Bowling had a single to left center back in the 3rd. That was in between a strikeout in the 1st and a ground out in the 5th. On a nice play, actually, by Turner on that ground out in the 5th inning.
Yes, it was.
Here's the 1-0 from Noble to Bowling. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Count even at a ball and a strike.
Nice pitch by Noble.
Noble has now hit the century mark in pitches. 76 strikes. And here's the 1-1. Upstairs for ball 2. I don't purposely do that. I'm bragging on them, and then they wind up throwing one out of the zone.
Like jinxing on a free throw.
Yeah. Not intended. 2-1 to count, 1 out, base is empty. Here's the 2-1 delivery. Inside and up a little bit for ball 3. So a hitter's count for Bowling at the plate for Breathitt County. They're trying to get a runner aboard with 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th.
3 balls.
Go ahead.
3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out, like Steve just said.
It's the 55th District opening round game. And the 3-1 pitch from Noble upstairs for ball 4. So a 1-out walk issued to Bowling. And Breathitt County with a runner aboard. And will bring to the plate the pitcher Pennington, who would love to help out her own cause and at the very least move Bowling along.
With 1 out here.
Noble winds, delivers, first pitch low for ball 1. Bowling not getting a big lead after the pitch. With 1 out, don't know that you lay a bunt down with nobody out. It's probably a definite, but see. The 1-0 upstairs for ball 2. Does not appear that Pennington's squaring the bunt yet. Could change with every pitch, though. 2 balls, no strikes. The count at the plate to Pennington. One out, runner at first for Breathitt County in the bottom of the 8th. Tied at 2. As Jackson City trying to force a 9th inning. Breathitt County trying to end it here. The 2-0. This one's across for strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike.
And 1 out here on the banks of Pambo Lake.
Noble with the 2-1. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Runs the count even at 2-2.
Pitcher versus pitcher. 2 of the very best in the mountains, Pennington and Noble. And they have proven that tonight.
Yes, they have. It's 2-2 the count. Noble winds that break-even pitch. Here's a ground ball up the middle. It will get into center field. Bowling trying to go first to third, and she'll do so. So with 1 out, Breathitt County will have runners at the corners. Not surprised Jackson City didn't at least try to throw with the runner at third. But they went the safe route, got it into second, kept everybody where they are. And now for Breathitt County, runners at the corners. Probably see Pennington try to move to see if they can draw a throw to allow the runner to go to the plate as McLeese will take the first pitch for ball 1.
Pennington goes to second.
1 out for the County. Big opportunity here. If McLeese can get it in the outfield, a good chance of getting the runner from third to score. Here's the 1-0 from Noble. Outside ball 2 and a hitter's count for McLeese. On deck is the catcher Clemens for the Ladycats. Should McLeese reach? And Coach Clemens going to go out and talk to his pitcher. Try to calm her down.
Bobcats, Ladycats, runners at second and third. It's Coach Clemens, like you said, trying to talk to Noble.
Just trying to calm her down in this situation and tell her, hey, let's throw strikes and see what happens. Maybe you get a strikeout. Maybe you get a pop-up or a ground ball or something. Let the defense hold the runners and make a good defensive play. Get out of the inning. For Breathitt County, you're trying to get that ball in the outfield any way you can.
That will probably do it if that happens.
1 out, 2 on. Runners at second and third for the Ladycats. McLeese heading the count, 2 balls, no strikes. As Noble, 110 pitches now. We talked about Pennington at 110 pitches. Noble at 110 with 79 strikes, 31 outside the zone. As the 2-0 delivery here to McLeese, fouled off for strike 1. McLeese 1 for 3. Singled in the second and then a fly out to right in the third, and the same result in the 6th. 1 for 2 with a run scored. Scored the first run of the game for either team. Back in that second inning, Breathitt County had a run in the second, a run in the third. That's all they've garnered so far. Lady Tigers scored both of their runs with 2 outs in the top of the 7th to extend the game into extra innings, which is where we are here in the bottom of the 8th. Breathitt County, a good opportunity here, though. The 2-1 in the dirt, gets by the catcher. Runners move, and the tag not in time. Breathitt County will advance as they win 3-2.
What a good game on both sides. So proud of both of the Ladycats and Lady Tigers. Steve, I'm going to sign off while you
I'm going to score this and get everything. I'll get the final stats here just in a minute, and then we'll get it sent down to the baseball complex for Jackson City. Wolf County are playing in the opening round game of the 55th District Baseball Tournament. Breathitt County scores on a wild pitch here in the bottom of the 8th to win. Final score 3-2 over Jackson City, as Breathitt County will get the win. Picking up the win will be Pennington for Breathitt County with the complete game, even in extra innings. Noble will take the loss, as for Jackson City, the 2 runs came in the top of the 7th, 2 runs, 4 hits, 4 errors, 4 stranded. for the Lady Tigers. For Breathitt County, 1 run in the second, 1 run in the third, 1 run in the eighth, giving them their 3 runs on 5 hits, 1 error, and 5 stranded for the Ladycats. Once again, Breathitt County defeats Jackson City in girls softball action here in the 55th District opening round game. Ladycats advance to championship game scheduled for tomorrow evening at 5 o'clock right here at the Breathitt County High School softball complex. Again, that game will be aired in its entirety on 97.3 WJSN as the championship game for the 55th District Baseball Tournament will air on YouTube in its entirety and will be picked up more than likely in progress after the conclusion of the softball game. Once again, final score here on this one, Breathitt County defeats Jackson City 3-2 in 55th District softball action. Going to sign it off for John Bunn and Lance Turner. I want to say thank you, Kevin Davidson, for running the board for us back at the station this evening. For John Couch and James Turner, God is good all the time. Take it away, Kevin Davidson.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.